All right. We are live. Hey. All right, welcome everyone. Hey. Can you guys hear me? Let's do an audio check. Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Welcome. Yes. Can you hear me? Hey, come on in. Come on in. Let us know who you are, where you're joining from, and what you offer. And then let me know if you guys can hear me. So let's see. Let me turn up my audio. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Today's the 27th. Okay, here we go. Hey. So, Duncan. Hey, Miss Duncan, can you guys hear me okay? So come on in. Let me know who you are, where you're joining from, and what you offer. All right. And I just want to do an audio check. Oh, we have Chase here. Hey. I think, did you say your name was Vaughn somewhere else? But hey, welcome. So we have Chase. Is that Sarah? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Last name Duncan. But I just want to do an audio check quickly and make sure you guys can hear me okay. Hey, I can hear you. Okay, awesome. Good. So we're trying some new audio here. I don't know where my Yeti mic is. Okay. My son has it. So come on in. I'm curious, do you guys have children and now following in your footsteps? They want to start their own business and things like that. Isn't that so cool? Or maybe if your kid's really young, maybe haven't gotten there yet with it's an awesome thing. So today we're going to be talking about 3 easy ways to win some government contracts. Like, who doesn't want to win a government contract? And if you're winning government contracts, who don't want to win more? Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about here today. So let's see who we have here. Again, we have Chase. We have Tahara. Saying that right. Welcome. Abundance Freight. I can't remember your name, but welcome. I know you've been here before. We have Dustin in the house. Welcome. I believe that's the Dustin that was in my Contractors Edge Bootcamp. We have Arthur here. Welcome. I don't remember you, Arthur. So welcome. Laverius, welcome. We have some new people in the house. Welcome. Mr. B from Denton. So you're right down the street from me. Cool. Welcome. And we have Brian Holmes. Brian did the boot camp as well, the Contractors Edge Bootcamp. So I remember you. Jamie, welcome. I believe this is your first time as well. Felicia, we have a Felicia. How cool. Felicia and Felicia. So welcome, Felicia. I think you came before because I remember Cocoa Beach. Nolita, I think we passed. I can't remember if you were in the boot camp or not. I think we talked about it, but I can't remember. But welcome. I remember you. So welcome. And thank you guys for putting in, sharing what you do. Here's why I have you this, just so you know. I have and say who you are. So, tell people your name so they can connect with you personally, where you're located and what you are, because a lot of times in this little chat here, people are making connections and they're reaching out to people after this to on deals and things like that. So it's always important to come in yourself, let us know who you are, where you're located, and what you offer, that those connections can take place as they happen. So definitely I'm here for that. Glad to be able to share this platform with you guys and that. So don't be shy. It's not a test. It's not a right or wrong answer. Just let us know who you are, where you're joining from, and what you offer to the government. All right. So some of you guys, I know this is your first time. So welcome. And those of you that are returning, welcome. I'm Felicia Streeter at FeliciaStreeter.com, and where we talk about everything government contracting and business, and then, of course, everything in between. So today, again, we're going to be talking about 3 easy ways to get contracts. I know it's like very, very difficult, believe, to get contracts. And sometimes it can be a little overwhelming to get that first contract. But I tell people all the time, you're just track away. Those of you in the boot camp and you came to the live sessions and you heard other people share their stories and what was transpiring in their business after they won that first contract, I'm telling you guys, stick with it. Get that first contract under your belt. And then it's like the doors will open, the light bulb will come on. Everything just it's there for you and opportunities begin to present themselves. And I don't know if that at that you're able to see things differently and be able to recognize opportunities when they present themselves, because sometimes because you have not won a contract, that you're able to see some of the opportunities and possibilities that's before you when they are, and you write them off as not being a opportunity for you when really they are. You just don't know how to look at it. Okay, so stick with it, don't give up. So let's talk about 3 easy ways. That's the first thing. You need to know what's your capacity. Okay, now at the capacity, the next thing is you need to know and look for small contracts. Okay, now let me tell you guys something real quick, because we are trying a different audio. So if at any time you guys cannot hear me, please let me know in the chat. Okay, let me know in the chat if you can't hear me. So let's bring it back. Okay, so the first thing is small contracts. I know I want to have $1 million business. I get it. Reality, you're not going to start there. So we have to start where we're at, which is why you need to know your capacity. Okay, hold on. I think I'm trying to talk extra loud and it's messing with my voice. Okay, so let's get the small contracts. And one of the things I talked about this in a previous video here on, so you can definitely go back and watch it, where I talked about contracts. I think I talked contracts under $25,000 or something like that. So you can use that keyword search on the channel and learn about that. But I want to tell you to look at those opportunities. Those opportunities where it's easier for you when you're just starting out, you don't have a lot of past performance, to get a government contract under your belt. You can also look at purchase card type of contracts, where the contracting officers can put it on their purchase card. And I think on the purchase card, I can't remember, I have a video on the site about that as well, but I think it's, don't quote me, maybe 50,000 or less. You know, different contracting officers have different spending limits on their purchase card, but definitely you could look for some opportunity that is purchase card contracts. You can also look at contracts that's under, $10, contracts under 50,000 or 100,000, just depending on what your capacity is, what you can handle. They also have some micro contracts, which I believe the limit on those is maybe 150,000. I can't remember the dollar amount, but we covered that in one of the videos here on the channel. So that's the first thing, is to look at some smaller contracts, because here's the thing, at the end of the day, does it really matter? I mean, ask yourself this, matter how you get to whatever your goal is, whether it's a 6-figure business where you're doing 6-figure type contracts, so contracts over $100,000, or if your goal is $1 million contract or $1 million in revenue, whatever it is, your goal probably has a dollar value attached to it. Does it really matter how you get there? As long as you get there, right? Whether it's 5 small contracts or 1 big contract, really matter to you which way you get there, as long as you get there, right? So definitely look at the smaller contracts. So if your capacity, again, is very limited, if you don't have a lot of experience, look at the small contracts. Example, I had a client, 2 clients actually in my boot camp this last session, I think it was this last session, where one won I think it was like $48,500 contract. It's on the website. Another one won, I think hers was $88,000. These were their first government contracts, and they are sitting in the prime position. So yeah, think smaller, look at your capacity, and definitely go after some of these smaller contracts. That's the first way. The second way is subcontracting. Now, I like subcontracting a lot because it allows you to get in there and learn on someone else's dime, basically. So it allows you to get in there, learn how to do the paperwork, and learn how the government works, like real time. But you're not the one that's on the hook, if that makes sense. The prime contractor is the one that's on the hook with the contracting officer. You may be on the hook with the prime contractor, of course, but it allows you the margin of error, because if you make any type of mistakes, you can best believe the prime contractor will catch it and correct it. So it allows you to learn, but not cost you. So definitely think about subcontract. Thing I want to say about subcontracting too is that I believe, and I teach this in camp, when you look at opportunities, you look at each opportunity in the side. So just because you can do prime contracts doesn't mean that you have to X out subcontracting like forever, like I'm never going to do it again, because sometimes you may look at opportunities and it still makes sense to do a project as a subcontractor, especially when we talk about, again, capacity, and maybe you're a prime contractor over here, but now here's another opportunity and you don't have the capacity to sit in the prime position, but you could be a subcontractor and you have capacity for that. So always look at every opportunity individually, in addition to looking at your capacity and what you can take on at that time. Now, also being a subcontractor is less risk than being the prime contractor pool, right? Again, you're not on the hook, the prime contractor is, and it's less paperwork, but you also get to learn pieces of the paperwork that you have to submit, because let me tell you, as the prime contractor, I know when the contracting officer tells me we have to submit this paper, whatever it is, well, in order to submit it, usually I have to have my sub submit something similar so that I can take the information and compile it into the one, final document for the contracting officer. So you'll get to learn a lot sitting in the subcontracting position on government contracts. Again, this is great when you don't have a lot of experience and you don't have full capacity, or maybe you don't have, bonding, insurance, or those type of things. And you can, get with a prime contractor that will work with you with those deficiencies. Subcontracting. Another way to get some contracts when you're just starting out, and they're easy to get in this position, is when you're in a mentor protege program. Let me tell you how I grew my business. It was one, starting out in the beginning, subcontracting. That's how I started to generate cash flow in my business. And then from there, where I took it from the 23,000 to over 7 million in 18 months, and then growing from there, was through mentor protege programs and teaming relationships. Okay. So definitely look into the mentor protege program. Things may have a little bit, with COVID, things, and the government has been doing some new little things here lately. So, but mentor protege program, I like that. I really, really like that. And I like the mentor protege program itself from the teaming arrangements, because mentor protege programs are governed by the government. So